And welcome back to Who Needs a Superhero? Chapter 8, Spider-Man, Saved for Service. This is Part 1. Peter Parker was the stereotypical comic book nerd, a thin, geeky, bi-spectacle bookworm, the butt of every school joke, the kid who never had a date or went to a dance. When the other kids drove off for pizza, Peter headed for the new exhibit, the Science Hall. Who could guess it would be the exhibit and not a dance that changed Peter Parker's life forever? In the Science Hall, he's bitten by a radioactive spider. The once timid Parker now finds fate has given him arachnid powers. The proportionate strength of a spider, the ability to climb walls, superhuman reflexes, and a strange spider sense that warns him of impending danger. It doesn't occur to Peter that these gifts could save lives and render good. He's too focused on himself. Finally, Peter determines proof for my classmates that the chronic loser has become a winner. He designs web shooters and sprays nearly unbreakable webbing from dispensers on his wrist. Before venturing into the world, he dons a mask, lest he look foolish in public. Even his doting guardians, Uncle Ben and Aunt May, don't know about Peter's new powers and double identity. He uses his spider powers to defeat a wrestler in an exhibition match. The win nets Peter Parker a quick $100 and a spot on television. Life seems to be turning around. Unfortunately, Parker's attitude shows no improvement. An incident at the television studio reveals the selfish shallowness of the teenager. As Parker pauses in a hallway, a criminal runs down the corridor in his direction. A pursuing police officer calls for a hand, but the teenager watches indifferently as the thug spurts past and escapes in an elevator. "What's with you, mister?" the angry cop confronts Parker. "All you had to do was trip him or just hold him for a minute." Peter Parker answers, reveals how deeply he's been hurt and angered by the years of ridicule at school. "Sorry, pal. That's your job. I'm through being pushed around by anyone. From now on, I only look out for number one. That means me." In both the comic book world and the real world, life often hinges on such apparently insignificant decisions. In the weeks that follow, Spider-Man becomes a sensation in stage shows and television appearances until one evening he returns from a performance to find a patrol car parked in front of his home. A police officer breaks the news. A burglar has shot and killed beloved Uncle Ben, then escaped to a nearby warehouse on the waterfront where he's holding the police at bay. The tearful Peter Parker dresses in his Spider-Man costume and sets off to capture the killer. Slipping through the police cordon, he disarms the crook and punches him unconscious. Only then does Spider-Man get a close look at the killer's face. This is the same fugitive who ran past Parker weeks before at the television studio. The teenager's irresponsible behavior allowed the criminal to remain at large. Because of such selfishness, Uncle Ben was dead. The broken-hearted youth wanders into the night, head bowed and shoulders slumped. The story's closing caption suggests that Spider-Man is finally prepared to accept his rightful place as hero, and a lean, silent figure slowly fades into the gathering darkness, aware at last that in this world, with great power, there must also come great responsibility. That is the end of part 1. Thank you very much for tuning in. Not sure what else to say. Remember to share, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button, all that wonderful, lovely stuff. And we will be back soon with part 2 of Spider-Man Saved for Service.